What's the difference between alone, lone, lonely?
Alone, lone, and lonely are three English words that have similar meanings but are used in different contexts. Here are their definitions and how they are typically used. Alone. Alone is an adjective or adverb that means to be by oneself, without any companions or company. It can be used to describe a person, an object, or a situation where there is only one individual or item present. It does not inherently carry a negative or positive connotation and can be neutral in context. Example: she decided to go to the movies alone. Lone. Lone is an adjective that means being the only one of its kind or without companions. It is used to emphasize the uniqueness or singularity of someone or something. Like alone, it does not inherently carry a negative or positive connotation. Example: the lone tree in the field stood tall against the sky. Lonely. Lonely is an adjective that describes a feeling of sadness or unhappiness caused by a lack of companionship or being isolated. It carries a negative connotation and is used to express an emotional state rather than a physical one. It can also be used to describe places that have an isolated or desolate feeling. Example: she felt lonely when all her friends went away for the weekend. In summary, alone and lone both refer to being by oneself or being the only one, without any inherent emotional context, whereas lonely describes a feeling of sadness or unhappiness due to a lack of companionship or isolation.
Gives 4 examples for each case.
Sure. Here are 4 examples for each of the words alone, lone, and lonely. Alone. He chose to work alone in the library to focus better. After everyone left the party, she found herself alone in the room. He went on a solo vacation, exploring the city alone. The book was left alone on the shelf, gathering dust. Lone. The lone survivor of the shipwreck was rescued after several days. The artist's lone masterpiece hung prominently in the gallery. A lone wolf wandered through the snowy landscape. The scientist was the lone dissenting voice in the debate. Lonely. He felt lonely after moving to a new city where he didn't know anyone. The old, abandoned house had a lonely and eerie atmosphere. Living far away from family made her feel lonely at times. The lonely road stretched for miles without any signs of civilization.